Hey everybody, this is Erica, the Classy Climb blog. Knowing poor people is a costly investment. Actually, having family members who are poor people is a costly investment. And I'll explain why. Everybody's gonna say, Erica, you're heartless. Listen, I always try to help my nieces and my nephews and my brother, my sister, and I give them books and I force them to read and I force conversations on them about business and investment and making their head hurt and making their head grow. And they'll go, man, that Erica's annoying. But damn if I ain't helpful. I remember the other day talking with a guy who was a sole proprietor, and I said, listen, you need to get your LLC and you need to get a Lowe's or a Home Depot card. The guy's running out doing bids and having to scratch up all the money out of his pocket to get the bid done. So he only bidded them $7,000, but his supplies were going to cost $3,000. So then if he pays a worker $2,000 because he has to use an electrician, he has like less than $2,000 left for himself. He's not thinking, right? So as I talk to him and I do the math and I say, listen, if you had a business credit card or a corporation credit card, you could just defer all this cost and pay the guy with it. And guess what? Then at that point, you have a full $7,000 to work with to keep you rolling, keep your business going. But when people aren't structured properly and they're not listening and taking information in, it's hurting you, it's hurting people around you, and it's hurting you in business. So look, it's costly to know poor people, right? It just is. And if you're not helping family members around you grow, hold on a second here, people. I'm gonna fix my camera here. So look, we're riding. So look, I was watching Susie Orman, and the lady basically was a doctor. She was the first in her family to graduate college. She was first in her family to go to medical school, and she was making $120,000 a year. But guess what? She had over $150,000 in student loan debt. And her family kept asking her for money, asking her for money, asking her for money. She was helping them. And guess what happened? She was super broke. She was super broke. And Susie was like, look, this is what you're gonna have to do. I know you have a lot of pride and you want to help, but you're gonna have to write your family a letter, write them all cards and say, listen, due to a financial injury or something that happened, I am no longer giving out any money this year or any year further. I apologize for any inconvenience that caused, but I can't afford to give anybody any money due to something. Susie Orman didn't tell her to lie, but she said if you want to, you can say some kind of lawsuit happened at the hospital. Because it was costly to know her family. It was costly. It costed her money. It was putting her in the poorhouse that she could, by them just sucking all the money from her and not gaining any value. So yes, I harass my friends and family and try to give them knowledge because it is costly what you do not know. People perish for lack of knowledge. They don't implement anything. If you just help them and you don't force knowledge or growth or thinking on their part, they'll just keep coming back and doing it again and again and again. So it's imperative. It's imperative for you, if people are around you and they need your help, whether it's financially, it's almost your duty and your job to say, look, here's a couple books. I want you to read these. I want you to, if you have any questions, come back to me and talk about it. Because you can't afford to keep pouring out money. You can't afford to keep giving your time if there is no growth. So it's very costly. Now, again, there's always that saying, if you hang around 5 broke friends, you'll be the 6. If you hang around 5 rich friends, you'll be the 6. Association is important. That's why I always say the only things you can change in 5 years is your books and associations. Okay? That's what changes you. Because the minds you're sitting around daily bring you down or bring you up. It's just plain and simple. So everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb blog. You guys have a great day.